Well, oh, happy days have arrived. The WNBA owners and the WNBA Women's Association Players Union have reached an agreement, finally, after a year and a half. So, who won big and who won little? Well, I can tell you, the Players Association actually won big. How big? Well, they didn't get their 50% of the gross revenue. They didn't get 30%. They actually ended up getting 20% of the gross revenue. But here's the real money part that comes in. Starting in the year 2026, this upcoming year, the maximum player salary for who considers the maximum stars, they can earn up to $1.4 million cap. And by the time 2032 rolls around, that can go up to $2.4 million. Pretty decent money. The average player, now this is the average player in the league, is going to get about $583,000 and in 2026, but by the time the year 32 rolls around, that could be up to $1 million for the average player. Now the basic minimum salary, all right, minimum is going to range anywhere from $270,000 to $300,000. But once again, that could rise by the year 2032. So these people coming off from the college right now, they're going to be making a big hit when they get in. And these salaries, well, pretty good money for these ladies to make. Some of the other deals they're going to get. How about this? The housing for the players is going to be covered in the years 26, 27, and 28. And players making under $500,000 in 29 and 30, they're going to be covered also. So they're going to get paid. They're going to have their apartments paid for as well. All in all, a very, very good deal. They're also going to continue with the charter flights and the jets. And by the way, cost about $300 million a year. That's going to continue. And then when they get the new destination, wherever they're going to play, they go to first-class, top-rated hotels in that particular area. Once again, they're going to be living high on the hog. Now, so what else they're going to get? Well, this is the other interesting thing that caught my attention. Former players who are no longer with the league, former players are going to be getting a check. That's right. So if you served, say, 12 years or more, you're going to get a check for $100,000. You served somewhere in the range of 8 to 11 years, you're going to get $50,000. And if you got 5 to 7 years of service time, you're going to get, well, $30,000. Now, that's some of the deals going on. There's also going to be player rewards. Player of the Year, Championship Award, Best of this, Best of that. There's a bunch of different awards. All those numbers have also gone up. So how good you are at the end of the year, well, you're going to get some decent money. And that decent money will continue going up always. If they keep going on, the ratings keep getting better, and they bring in more money from the TV networks. Now, big thing to consider here is what they're going to have to do with the teams. Now, think about this. The teams are going to be required to have 12 players. So you have a 12-player roster. That's going to be the deal. And there's going to be pathways for the younger players to get star money. So if you come out of college and you're a star player and you can get star money rather than the lower amount you could get. And they're going to have pregnancy and childbirth salary caps arrangements. Really? And a player who is pregnant has to give the word to be traded if the team wants to trade him. Well, the player has to okay it. Now, you're wondering, all right, how's this all going to get going? How's it going to get started? Well, here's the good part. The month of April is going to be the most compressed month of April in the history of the WNBA players. Because from April the 1st, April the 6th, is going to be the expansion draft. Now, there's 2 new teams coming in. And they can draft players from all the other teams. The teams get to hold a certain number of players. I believe it's 5 and maybe 6. I'm not sure what that number is. But above that, only those other players can be drafted by the 2 new teams coming in. Expansion draft, that's April 1st to the 6th. Could the Indianapolis Fever lose some of their best players? It's entirely possible. Keep that in mind. April 7th to the 8th, they can give qualifying offers. So now the league can give qualifying offers to the players. That's April 7th to the 8th, 2 days. And then they have a free agency period from the 9th to the 11th. So free agents, you got your time, 2 days set in there. Yeah. And then April 12th to the 18th, then the NBA teams, the WNBA teams rather, can start signing the players. So it's going to be free agent signings. And about 80 to 100 players in the league are all free agents. So that's the time they're going to be signed to their contracts. And then April 13th, this is another biggie. The WNBA draft will be held on one day, April the 13th. Don't know if it's a Friday, but whatever it is, the college kids are all going to be drafted on that day. Who's going to get what? Who's going to get whom? Nobody knows yet. And then starting on April the 19th, 6 days after the draft happens, the training camp starts. That's right, training camp starts on the April the 19th, and 7 days later, April the 25th, they start playing. That's right, games start being happening. They start doing some basic games, some, I don't know, preseason games, call them what you will. Main games start in May, but they're going to start playing some area games starting April 25th. So there's the deal. Pretty good money? Yes, they're getting good money. Cut of the revenue? Yes, they're getting that. Great travel, great expenses, great players who's no longer playing. They're getting paid. Everybody's getting paid. Let's see if this works out, because the only reason the entire league is getting money, a lot of money, is because of one person, Caitlin Clark. They lose the golden goose. This entire league, this entire money pit is going to disappear faster than a camel in the desert. I'm just telling you what could happen. Beware, folks, because what Caitlin Clark does determines what the league is ultimately going to do and where it's going to go. And now you know.